Hi friends, today we have Gokul with us. So he is a friend from LOS, MBA Batch Christ University. But this session we are not going to speak more about Christ or more about MBA and LOS because he is more into organic farming. So we thought we need to share more about that in this session. So I'm happy to welcome Gokul to the session. Hi Gokul, welcome.
Hey bro, thank you, Praveen. Thank you, friends. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to explain about organic farming. We can start now.
Yeah. And to say more about Gokul, he has learned it from his dad. From 2016, he's learning about organic farming, and he has even has one small piece of land where he has cultivated. Regarding all this, he will be detailing explaining. He's not very comfortable in English, but he wants this information to go and reach to a wider audience. That is the reason we are trying to make this video in English. So it's for all of you people, irrespective of whether you are into agriculture or not, you need to know about this organic farming so that you will be choosing the right product. So, Gokul, I like to start by asking, how did you enter this field, or how did your dad introduce you to this field?
Praveen, before 2016, we were also doing inorganic farming.
Hmm.
Father came into an understanding that instead of doing inorganic farming, we can go into organic farming because we saw that our land getting some depleted. So
Okay.
we thought into organic farming. Then he saw some videos about we know about Namaluar. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
in Tamil Nadu is organic farmer who took organic farming, which were coming down in 2005, I think. He started making some people coming into organic farming,
Hmm.
making some people interest in that. My father started seeing Namalwar video. Then we
Hmm.
started learning how to make organic fertilizers. And first thing we have to know to come into organic farming is we have to know that our soil is capable of doing organic farming or not. We
Okay.
can we can start directly. We can't go into organic farming. First, we have to make our farm into an good manure land. For
Hmm.
that, there are some which we have to follow. So after coming into organic farming, we thought that this is a very good way we can go into because it is giving a very good yield also,
Hmm.
uh, and it is also good for our health without
Hmm.
depleting sand as well as surrounding environment. We thought that this
Hmm.
is a way of doing, and we started. We made interest on that, and just we started doing organic farming. From past
Hmm.
2016, we are doing that. As
Good.
of now,
Good.
organic farming. Not we did in. Just I stopped in 2020 because I came to Bangalore. Now
Yes.
I'll be starting in 2 or 3 months again.
Good. Good. So, to for the audience, I would like to ask this question because when we don't do organic farming, the land gets depleted. That is, like the fertility of the land will go. So that's what you're trying to say. So for the
Yeah.
audience, they might not understand who are not into agriculture, will not understand what it means, why the soil should be fertile, or what it is, why it is important. So can you explain on that also? Why should we maintain the land fertile?
See, as of now, for farmers, the main friends for the farmers is earthworm.
Hmm.
Earthworm and there is some non-venomous snakes,
Hmm.
which are like snakes and rats, and some birds, which are very important for farming. If you are
Hmm.
doing in our this type of animals won't come into our farm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Main things, these are the main creatures which are used for organic farming
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
takes minerals from nearly 1,000 meters under the ground. We are having the minerals what we need for the sand
Hmm.
to get manure. They take from 1,000 meters from underground. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you are doing inorganic farming, this won't come. They will go below some 2,500 meters when we are doing when we are putting some urea or potash
Hmm.
because these are harmful for sand as well as the creatures also.
True,
For
true.
eating earthworm, snakes will come.
Hmm. Hmm.
And rats will also come to eat this type of creatures. They will put
mm,
manure on our soil. For eating this, snakes will come. For eating snakes, some birds will come.
mm, mm,
So,
mm.
so some insects are very important.
So, Gokul, I like to ask more about what are the crops you have grown because there is a perception that only few crops we can go in organic farming methodology or only few people are doing it. So, from your end, in your agriculture land, what are the crops you have grown from for the last 6 to 7 years?
Basically, we more grow on rice. We have
Mm-hmm.
grown nearly 8 varieties of rice like Pungar, Pulakar, um, and Maplai Samba. These are
Okay.
some. These are the native varieties what we grow. For doing organic farming, the seed selection is very important. We can't go for GMO seeds, which won't give
Mm-hmm.
that much doing organic farming. For seed selection, we have to only select native varieties of seeds. For both growing rice or vegetables, we have to just select the native seeds. This will give the good yield. These are the myth what is going on farming now.
Mm-hmm.
If some new people coming into organic farming, they are thinking that they are using GMO seeds and they are telling we are not getting the yield. So this is not a profitable business. We have to
Okay.
never see farming as a business. It's a what we say in Tamil is it's a வாழ்வியல் முறை. It's the way of living what we see as. Now it has
True,
become a
true.
but
A
it
business
is
model. Yeah.
way of living of a human being. So yeah, the seed selection is very important.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Rice, I have grown vegetables. Now I'm started growing fruits also.
Good, good. Okay. So one more question before going into we will try to break few myths which are around organic farming. Before doing that, I like to ask, are you profitable in doing it? Do you make money or is it like it's very difficult to make money in this with organic farming?
Like if you compare with both organic and inorganic farming, I see inorganic farming is also profitable. But for me, from past 7 years, I'm seeing that organic farming is more profitable when we do it as value added thing. Okay,
Okay.
we should doing some rice. Comparatively, the cost very less in organic farming,
Okay.
but the work okay, we need a lot of laborers. But
Mm-hmm.
the laborers are very less. We have to just
Mm-hmm.
put some fertilizers. The main disadvantage in farming is the weed, the unwanted weed will grow. That means
Mm-hmm.
plants will grow
Yes.
in the farm. For that, we need laborers. We have to pick
Mm-hmm.
that and throw that rice or some other plants won't grow. It won't give the full yield we want. For that, nowadays, inorganic farmers are using some fertilizers to
To
destroy
remove
that
it.
weed.
Yes.
In organic farming, that farmers we won't use any fertilizer. So we have to put some laborers on that. So this is the,
Mm-hmm.
it will be mostly occurring in organic farming. Otherwise, um, fertilizers we have to make by our own because for
Mm-hmm.
making we need only one cow. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
We can make all the fertilizers. If you are going to inorganic farming, you have to use urea, potash, DAP. There are lots of fertilizers we have to put. Then only it will give the yield. Okay.
True,
So
true.
I'm seeing for last time I made some very good profit. Even though my yield was very less, it
Mm-hmm.
gave me a very profit because we have value added it. We didn't sell it to agent or any broker directly. I made into an rice. Then I
Mm-hmm.
sold my rice directly to the customers.
Okay.
Not only Tamil Nadu, I sold to different states in Karnataka, Andhra, and Kerala. So
Good,
it
good.
made profit. So farmers, we have to know that we have to value add that and then sell it to the customer directly. Then we can get a good profit in organic farming.
Good.
This is my
So
suggestion to the
yeah.
farmer.
So I have few questions, which are we can call maybe some myths of perception about users, okay, or the farmers who like not to enter organic farming because of these reasons. So if you could answer few of these questions, maybe a person might enter organic farming. So I'll ask such basic questions. So
Okay.
do what is the basic requirement for farmers should have? You told there should be a cow for sure. Other than
Mm.
this, what should be
Yeah.
the basic requirement or things he should take care before entering organic farming?
The main thing we have to have is a cow.
Hmm.
Uh, if you are not having farm also, we can do it in terrace. Most of the
Okay.
people doing in terrace also. Terrace farming
Hmm.
is booming now.
Hmm.
We can grow of tree vegetables in terrace.
Okay.
Uh, just have we have to just know what size of cover or bucket we are using for that. If you are using, if you are growing jackfruit tree, just we have to grow that in a 50-liter can. We have to
Okay.
just know understanding. We can grow any type of plants in your home itself. The basic need for farming is what I told. Cow we need, and then we just need a labors. If you are
True. True.
going,
True.
we need labors. Otherwise, you have to buy some equipments. So there is a shortage. I'm staying in Chennai. There is a full shortage in labors.
Available.
Nobody
Yeah.
in farm. So we brought some equipments for controlling weed. My father brought one imported weed machine from Japan. It is used for controlling weed and rice cultivation. Like that, we have to just go for another way. Like you have to
Base
go
of,
if you have to buy some equipments. It is a must one. Then what we need is we have to know what is the some marketing strategy, how to capture the customers. That is the
true.
main
True.
advantage what you are having in farming. Because we have to, if customers having understanding, we can sell it easily. Most of the customer want know about what is organic and inorganic farming. We have to make them
Hmm.
understand. Sell. We have to say why we are selling the products in a high cost, because
True.
a
True.
lot of
True.
been putting in that. These are the
Yeah.
main things we will be needing.
I understand. So you have answered my next question also, that why organic food items are costly. People have a
Okay.
perception that you kind of use all natural products, right? You don't buy fertilizers, you don't make. But you have already answered it saying it's not only the fertilizer, we are not using fertilizer, but the labors and the effort which it's involved in producing it is very high.
Yeah,
So that requires that cost.
we can
Okay.
see that it is in a sustainable way also. If we
Mm-hmm.
see, it has a very less carbon print also when we are
Mm-hmm.
going in a way. We
True,
don't
true.
any vehicles, because it in organic way uh, there are very less carbon prints.
Mm-hmm. So
I
one
see.
more question is, for example, the timeline for crops to grow. Maybe we can take a rice or anything. Uh, Using GMO seeds or with fertilizers, the
Okay.
timeline will be less than organic farming. That's why people prefer to go for this. So maybe they want to make more profit. Is that the reason they are going, or is it like, what do you think about this?
It's not like that. Even the less timeline crops are there in native seeds also.
Okay,
Uh, Crops like kullakar. Kullakar is just 3 months crop. Can
okay,
be taken just 95 months. See, 95 days.
days. Okay,
See, there are alternatives in organic also. Not
okay,
only most seeds have less timeline. Even
mm,
our native have very less timelines. Instead
okay,
of there are not only we can make profit in rice. There are a lot of
mm,
activations are there. See now, if you are growing lemon or guava, it has a very good
mm,
profit in. Even
true,
farmers
true.
can switch, like, where they can make a very good profit. Not only depending on a single crop, they can have some multiple crop where they can get profit all 365 days. They can have a profit. They are going
Yes.
month. If the market is very low, also it will sell for 1 rupee.
Mm,
In
mm,
it will nearly give thousands of lemon at a time.
mm,
At least he
mm.
can be selling for 1 rupees. Also, he can get 1,000 rupees per day.
True, true, true.
Think to some other crops also will give a profitable for farmers.
Okay. So my next question is, can we able to build a business model around organic farming? Because sometimes people say, there is no business opportunity, or it's like not that easy to do. Whereas the other way of, fertilizers and things are very easy because there will be a person who comes and buys in bulk from us. We don't need to risk. Whereas organic farming is a risk. So what do you like to say about it?
So we have to just capture the customer who are more interested in this, and we can use word of mouth marketing also.
Mm,
When the customer is from us, that customer 100% like, because our product will give a different taste to them. They will say to the different customers that this product is very good. They are
True,
giving a very
true,
good.
true.
By taste itself, we can know that it's an organic way of what they are producing. So if you are giving a very good product, it's very easy to catch the customers. And
True,
we have to make to understand the unknown customers. We have to just talk to them and make them understand what we are doing and
true,
what are the
true.
benefits you are having our product. What are the disadvantages of eating this GMO and inorganic products? We have to just
True.
make them understand. We can just use social medias for that, like
Okay.
YouTube and Instagram,
Yes.
to make us understand.
So, for example, a person who is trying to shift from inorganic farming to organic farming. So his land already would have, lost its fertility to an extent because of keep on adding, chemicals and fertilizers. Now, if he wants to shift, how we like what are the suggestions you will give? How you will guide him to shift? Because you have been doing that process, no, 6 years before, 7 years before you did it.
Mm.
When you shifted your
Okay.
land from that inorganic farming approach to organic farming, what are the steps they should do in order to maintain the fertility of the soil?
See, if we are switching to inorganic to organic farming, we can just see our land. First, we have to see our soil. It will be very dry. When you
Mm-hmm.
are switching to organic farming, it will be very dry. It won't catch any water in our land. If you are leaving
Mm-hmm.
it for days in a hot sun, the soil will become very dry.
Mm-hmm.
From that soil is very depleted. Then we have to understand what type of nutrition it should be given to this soil. There are
True.
many ways, like dry mulching we can do. Dry mulching
Mm-hmm.
means that leaves, dry leaves,
Mm-hmm.
we have to just put in our land, and we have to just plow our land with that. And
Mm-hmm.
wet mulching also. In wet mulching, what we will do is there are 9 dhanyams.
Mm-hmm.
It is like dal and
Mm-hmm.
we'll say ulundu in Tamil. They are like
Mm-hmm.
that ulundu, like maize, what we say
Mm-hmm.
in English. Like that, there are 9 types of dhanyams, which will have both sugar content, nitrogen content, and some carbon content.
Okay.
We have to just, sow in our land. We have to just leave
Mm-hmm.
it for 3 months. When it is flowering, we should not leave for we should not leave it to give vegetables.
Okay.
Before flowering, we have to plow in our land, where it will
Okay.
give all nutrition needed for that land.
Land.
For at least once in a year, for 3 years, we have to just give for our land. Then only it will slowly change.
Mm-hmm.
After 3 years, we can see if you are leaving your land for 3 or 4 days, it will just sustain the water. It will
Okay.
just catch water. Then we can know that our land is very
Has
good
become
now.
fertile like that.
Everywhere, earthworms will be there.
Mm-hmm. So,
See that earthworms waste in our land everywhere you can see. Then you can know that the main thing what we are doing this work is for that earthworm waste only. Earthworm
true,
waste is
true,
the very nutrient what we need for our soil.
true, true, true. So my next question is the middleman concept. That is like we sell to someone, someone collects from it and goes and maybe polishes it and markets it and earns more money. So
Okay.
this middleman, how to avoid it? Maybe as a you have done 2 to 3 years of sales also. How to
Okay.
avoid this middleman in your perspective?
So when middleman's come is like when you are directly selling that I don't know what we will be saying in English. We'll say nil, no?
Ah,
Nil
yeah,
what we are
no,
getting from the crop. When the farmer is directly selling that nil only, that middleman will be needed.
yes.
When you are adding it and making it to rice, there is no need of middleman. You can directly sell to the customers. You can just give to organic shops also. Organic shops for nearly 60 rupees, but they will sell for 110 or 120 rupees. But
Mm,
60 rupees will 100% give a very good profit.
true, true, true.
There are a lot of demand for some rices like Karunguruvai. That's a very
Mm,
good health benefits, and it has very good demand also in market. We
okay.
can just good varieties of rice and which has very good demand, we can just make that rice. You can sell anywhere. It has very good demand in market. You can sell in some 70 or 60 rupees, which will give very good profit to us.
Okay. So one more question for me is in-house plantation we have been speaking about. So for example, we will take the regular household requirements might be tomatoes or even some brinjal, some basic food items which we use every day or alternative days. So if even people are seeing it, it can be in our household if they want to start plantation of tomato or some basic vegetables, what and all they should do, what can be the basic requirements they should take care so that they can get the vegetables which they want.
See, if they are planning to grow in house, the main things they want is they need some. There are a lot of grow bags. We'll say it as grow bags. Different sizes of grow bag. There are different sizes of grow bags to grow vegetables. Different sizes
Hmm.
of grow bags to fruit plants. If you are
Okay.
going some grow bag shops also, they will suggest you what type of grow bag we have to use for this type of plantation.
Okay.
And the main ingredient what we need is cocoa pit. Cocoa pit is
Hmm.
that it is powder of coconut shell.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is cocoa pit. It will suck the water and it will keep our
It will
soil
treat them.
wet.
Okay.
We need cocoa pit and red soil is the main thing what we need. And
Okay.
we'll need earthworm that
Okay. Okay.
waste. These are the three things what we need when we are growing in house. We have
Mm-hmm.
to just in correct composition, like 50 percentage of sand, 30 percentage of coke, 20 percentage of this earthworm waste. These are the
Okay.
composition when we are growing in terrace garden. And we need when we are growing some creepers plant, we need that vegetable nets for growing
Okay.
creepers plant. And
Okay.
just we need a very space to grow in a terrace.
Okay.
That's enough. And main thing that people should understand instead of going and getting it from market, when you are growing by your own, you'll get a different feel and different vibe when you are growing and eating your own vegetables. You just
True. True.
try one. If you are growing some, you eat for one time, then you will feel a very good happiness and it will be fulfillment for
I
us.
understand.
You will automatically come into interest that we should grow some plants by our
Yeah.
own.
Yesterday, when we were having a word about this interview, you told, Praveen, people can take this as a hobby itself because it will bring their stress down.
Yeah,
When we,
due to stress also a lot of people are going into some bad habits nowadays. Instead of spending your time there, you can spend your time with the nature.
true,
See, when
true,
you are
true.
20 to 30 varieties of plants in your garden, no, lot of creatures will come to your garden. Like different
Okay.
types of birds will come to your garden. Like squirrel will come to your garden. They will eat your
Mm-hmm.
feel happy that some creatures are eating food. Lot
True,
of
true, true.
crows come and drink water in your farm. What I have seen is lot of creatures have come to my farm and they will have fruits and vegetables what we grow. I feel more happy. Just now it's a sunny season. We can give some keep some water in some pan also because
True,
a
true,
lot of
true.
crows due to some shortage of water
Mm-hmm.
because
I understand. It will be really
all
helpful
water.
for them. Yeah, it will be really helpful.
Yeah.
And my there are a few more questions from my end personally. So I have this
Okay.
kind of doubts. That is the pesticides we kind of use for certain. Each plant will have certain diseases, right? It can during the
Mm.
flower stage some it can some attack can happen because of some pesticides, or even during the final stage we can have some problem. The growth won't be proper. This and all happens because of I don't know exactly why it doesn't happen, but I know there are
Yeah.
something which causes this. So for that, what is the suggestion people usually give is buy some fertilizers for it or buy some medicine for it, spray it, and it will kill it.
Yeah. I understood.
But in organic farming, when you don't really know what is the problem, why it
Mm.
created, what you people will do, how you'll try to solve it.
In organic farming, there are two types of insect.